heat loss can happen many different ways. Perhaps a window that isn't closed all the way, maybe an attic just never got insulated, or a garage door that isn't properly weather sealed. Losing the heat out of your garage may not seem like a big deal, but if there's living space above that garage, well, it's gonna make that room cold. If you have perhaps a finished basement that butts up to that garage, well, guess what? That room's now gonna be cold. If you're losing heat, you're losing money. I don't like losing money. I don't think you do either. Let me show you this simple inspection, see what we can do about it. Now, an area where you can lose heat is the bottom rubber or this bottom seal. It doesn't last forever. It can shrink, tear, fall apart, and then what happens is it creates a space between the garage door and the floor, and of course you lose the heat. Now, if your door is in good shape, fortunately this bottom seal can be replaced, maybe even do it yourself. Another point of heat loss is stop molding. The stop molding covers the gap between the door and the building, but also seals to the door to keep the hot air in and the cold air out. Now, you may have stop molding that's damaged, or you may not have stop molding at all. Now, what you want to do is go ahead and take a look at that stop molding. Make sure that the vinyl flap isn't torn, that it's actually touching the garage door, and that the molding itself is tight against the building, and that you don't have a big gap that's going to allow the hot air out and the cold air in. Now, when weather seal, or commonly known as stop molding, is installed correctly, it's going to have nails every 8 inches, and it's going to be caulked to eliminate any type of gap that may happen between the building and the stop molding, which is going to allow the cold air to penetrate. Now, another area heat loss is the garage walls. Cinder block wall doesn't insulate very well. The only thing you can do about that is if you have some cracks, maybe fill them in. Otherwise, you'd literally have to build an insulated wall in front of it. So if you bought the most insulated garage door in the world, it's really not going to matter if you're losing your heat through the walls. Your bottom seal can be in perfect shape, but if the ground that it seals to is all busted up, well, it's not going to be able to do its job. The door is going to sit on the high spots, allowing the cold air through the low spots. So if the ground in your garage that your door seals to is all busted up, you're going to need to fix that if you want it to do its job. Another major concern when it comes to heat loss is the construction of your garage door. Now, if it's a single layer steel garage door, that means, well, it doesn't have any insulation. So there's nothing to slow down the heat transfer through your garage door, which means it's going to be cold in there. The only way to fix that is, well, you're going to have to replace your door with something that's insulated. Now, if this video has helped you out, press the like button. If you want to learn more about garage doors, garage door openers, subscribe to the link below. I'm Joe Conti with Precision Door, a name you can trust.